Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to share with you a jerk portobello mushroom with coconut rice and vegetables. This is something that I previously shared on my Instagram. It was this recipe that I'm trying to recreate, but I can't remember how I did it. But this recipe that I'm going to share with you for this meal prep Sunday will be equally as good. So these are the ingredients you'll need to start with. So to get started, I'm making the jerk sauce. I've added some minced garlic, the jerk paste or seasoning to a bowl, some passata. I'm adding in some whole grain mustard and then some coconut sugar to just balance the sweetness with the spice of the jerk sauce. Mix that all together. Once it's nice and combined, put it to the side, and we're going to pop some butter beans, cooked butter beans, into a baking dish with red onions. For the mushrooms, I'm going to peel my mushrooms. If you don't peel mushrooms, then don't peel your mushrooms, but I personally peel mushrooms, so I'm going to peel these off. And these aren't portobello mushrooms. I couldn't get any in my local supermarket, so these are actually just flat mushrooms instead, large flat mushrooms. The recipe for this week's meal prep will be in the description box below if you'd like to make this. And also do remember to hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed, and like this video. So what I'm doing here is just scraping out the gills from the mushroom into the baking dish. This will add flavor to the butter beans as well as create a really nice sauce. Add half of the amount of the sauce into the baking dish. Give that a good mix and make sure everything is thoroughly combined with the jerk sauce mix thing. So I'm going to mix that all together. Once it's really nice and combined, the next thing I'm going to do is go in and add a bit of salt just to season the butter beans. If you're using tin butter beans, you might want to use less salt, but I just added a little bit more salt so this would have a bit more taste to it. I'm just using a knife to score the top of the mushrooms, and as the mushrooms bake, these slits will become opened, and then you'll be able to add your sauce in there as well, just to really get seasoning into these mushrooms. So now that the mushrooms are ready, you can use a brush to apply the sauce to it, or you can just dip the mushrooms into the bowl. I use the brush to apply the sauce to the bottom and then face them bottom sides down into the baking dish, and added the last bit of jerk sauce to them. And now I'm just going to pop these into the oven to bake initially for 15 minutes, and then I'm going to flip them over and bake again. So these are the mushrooms after 15 minutes of baking in the oven. I decided to flip them again. I'm not sure why I decided to flip them, but I flipped them again and then popped them back into the oven, this time without the foil paper. So half an hour later, I flipped them again. Guys, you just need to bake these for a total times of 45 minutes, and half an hour into baking, you just remove them from the oven and just do what I'm doing here, adding the jerk sauce over the mushrooms. While the mushrooms are baking in the oven, you can be prepping other meals. So here I've got some white basmati rice. If you're not a white rice person, just use brown rice instead. You will have to adjust the amount of liquid that you use though. And I'm adding some coconut milk and salt. Here I will have some veggies. So I've got broccoli, green beans and curly kale, and that will be part of this meal. So this is the final cooked mushrooms. Oh, the kitchen was smelling so good. And guys, this was meaty and lovely, and yes, meal prep Sunday. Do remember to hit the subscribe button, the like button if you are enjoying these meal prep Sundays. So this is the cooked mushrooms. And this is everything for this week's meal prep Sunday. We've got the meal that I've just shown you guys, and I'm going to have this with the red peas soup that I shared in my last video. So if you haven't seen that video, I'm going to link it now up here. It will also be linked in the description box as well. This week's meal prep is going to be the red pea soup, the jerked mushroom with rice and veg. As I mentioned at the start of this video, this meal prep was inspired by an old post on my Instagram account. So if you're not following me on Instagram, do head over there and follow me, and let me know, is there anything else you can see in my Instagram feed that you'd like me to add to Meal Prep Sunday? Thank you so much for watching, and yes, if you want to try any of the recipes, they will be in the description box below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye bye.